Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. On the return, it's Chimdike. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Ward. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Titan first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And he'll get forward for a couple. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Again, it's Pollard. Pollard. Oh, a loose football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On the ground, here's Dobbins. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Oh, not the faster snaps, and this one is blocked.
Mike, it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that leads to this blocked kick. So if this operation doesn't get cleaner, This is something we're going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the game.
Will Lutz to kick
So now
off
after
for
the
Broncos.
touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They're trying to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back, first and 10. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Titans first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it'll be second down. Throwing, Ward. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. And back deep is Marvin Mims. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. They send Sutton in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 29.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one, a gain of 18.
First and 10.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And then when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. We'll go play action with Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Broncos.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll take this one in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos extend their advantage to 13-0.
Titans, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Ward. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Out of the gun, Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. And they might very well lean on him the next 3 quarters, too. Drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4. On the zone read, this is Nix.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Broncos.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Another Denver
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Brings up 2nd and inches.
Second and inches. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He takes off. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. It's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On second down, it's Nix. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
22-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Middle of the field, he's got a Conquo. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's Lockett downfield, he's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
To the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing again is Ward. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Second down. Nix. He'll get this out to the left flat. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Ingram able to get open, makes the catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Waste of time.
Back to throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now give to Pollard running right. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Ward. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Van Jefferson there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver first down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
A run with Dobbins. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 24 on that one. First down, Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed. Great run.
Thrown right side, but incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his case to the refs. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Titans have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Shotgun snap for Ward. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
That one into the hands of Jefferson. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion, Okonkwo. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these 3rd and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
On 1st down, Ward. He'll step up and run this. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half.
1st down.
First and 10. Ward, out quickly, it's Ridley.
Ward's pass, complete to 0, Calvin Ridley. A gain of 4, brings up 2nd down. at the Broncos' 43-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Ward. Moving to his right. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
Gain of 7.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Now, first down throw for Ward. There's Jefferson, and this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans are on the board just before halftime. So, halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll go play action with Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Tony Pollard heading out the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's Ward now on second down. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. A pickup of 12 yards. First down for Tennessee.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Ward going to tap this one forward. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. To throw is Ward. This one complete to Ridley. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Throwing, Ward. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Play action now. It's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. And he will score. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Nix and the Broncos now will line up and go for two.
The Broncos will line up.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is. All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Ward. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Now, faking the give. He'll take a shot with Mims. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And he will get into the end zone. Portland Sutton, touchdown Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Will Lutz to kick
So now
off
after
for
the touchdown,
Broncos.
Lutz going to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On first down, it's Ward. He'll step up and run, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the handoff, Pollard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their lineman out in front of him. So either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
3rd and long. Here's Ward. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's a big one for Tennessee. 42 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
37-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 30.
All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Joey Slide back out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard
The Broncos offense and receiver Cortland Sutton ready to get going again. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
The catch made there by Sutton. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Nix from the gun on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. They'll start out first down and 10. Drop play. Here comes Pollard. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the gun, here's Ward. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's third down.
It's 3rd and 4. Ward to throw again. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First down, Titans.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snaps for Wolves. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Ward. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. There's Okonkwo open left side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A 9-yard pickup.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Tony Pollard, touchdown Titans. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans are able to edge a bit closer.
19.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 18 on that one. First down, Broncos.
Broncos, first down. First and 10.
So when you're
46-yard
evaluating the
line.
impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's able to fight through one tackle here, pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 6 yards.
Sometimes
to
it's
go.
those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Denver Broncos. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's caught by Harvey. And he's into the end zone. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Titans 19.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. In motion, Okonkwo. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ward. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. D.J. Jones in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Ward. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They snap it to Ward. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
They'll go play action with Nix. He takes off. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal.
Mixes pass. Complete to R.J. Harvey.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
A 20-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Now, first down throw for Ward. That one into the hands of Jefferson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On first down, Ward. Short one there to Okonkwo. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he's going to have a Titans first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
3rd down and 9. Now Ward going to hold on to it.
The quarterback keeps
And a
it
nice
on
job
the
there
outside.
defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush, having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner. They're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Back to throw is Ward. That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Now Ward on 3rd and goal. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.